We're getting there. Little patching going on here.
Achieved with CryEngine.
Warning. Warning. Main bay doors opening. Please keep your hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. Stream will begin shortly.
All right, here we go. Kind of starting a little late, but better late than never. I got sidetracked. I don't usually go on Facebook, and I was on Facebook. I had to not reply, but just upvote friends' posts and pictures and wedding announcements or engagements and graduations and stuff like that. And then I see all these articles that are mostly clickbait about cures for cancer, cures for like this, that, or the other thing. And it's not like they're not available. It's like they found some promising pathway or some gene research editing that they could do with CRISPR that might work, and they've tried it in maybe one person. So it's not like prime time yet. That could take another year or 2 or 10 to be available to everybody. But I gotta look. I find that stuff really fascinating. I guess I should get my other computer connected in here so I can monitor the stream, right? Sure. Go. I do like this little keyboard. It's nice. This should be streaming, is it not? Yes, it is. Okay. We are a searchin'. Yes, sir. Excuse me.
Hello.
Hey there. How you doing? Are you able to join me for a few drops?
Yeah, I will a little bit.
Should I cancel this search? Nope. Okay. Okay.
I gotta get some water and stuff.
I was going to start at 9:30. I was sitting here, and I made the mistake of clicking on Facebook and seeing a bunch of posts from friends that I felt like I needed to respond to because I'm never on there.
That's what I just finished.
There went 40 minutes of my life.
Yep.
And I was, and I get a lot of science posts and stuff like that, and medical breakthroughs and stuff like that, and most of them are clickbait, like overhyped. Like a study found that maybe they found a pathway to cure cancer, or maybe they found this or something like that, or maybe this gene editing therapy might, work, or maybe, and it's like sometimes it's like real progress, and sometimes it's just maybe. But I have to look because I really like to watch or follow that stuff. Yeah. And there was a Japanese lab that grew an eyeball from stem cells, a fully functional eyeball. So that's kind of cool because then they could start regrowing eyeballs for people that have damaged or lost eyes.
That's nice.
But you would need to probably, in some cases, edit whatever genetic defect caused them to have terrible vision or something too. You'd want to get that fixed before you build the eye. But still, that's all great progress. What I need for my sister is they need to regrow an intestine in the lab, large intestine or small intestine. She's down to 5 feet of her small intestine. She has to lose
to genetically modify a tapeworm.
Right. I hadn't thought of that. It's a great idea.
You get long enough.
Yeah. And they've been doing it, or they've been doing it with pigs, so they have been able to be successful growing pig intestines, which is, a hop, skip, and a jump away from humans in some ways and far in others. Well, some humans are more pig-like than others, I guess, too. There's that.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons.
You wouldn't
online.
want to use gene therapy editing tested and developed on pigs and then apply it to your unborn baby girl and have her turn out like Miss Piggy. That'd be terrible. Oh, look, a pair of skeletal mechs here. Nice.
Hello.
I didn't realize this was dress-alike day, gargoyles. I feel underdressed.
Wakey, head us naked.
What did you say?
I didn't realize it was like dressed the same day, like samesies. You guys look great together.
Oh, thank you.
That was my favorite Corsair today.
Howdy. Your favorite what?
Corsair.
Airstrike
Your favorite Corsair? I think is doing okay. Who's your least favorite Corsair? No, don't answer that.
Target
Believe it or not, I
acquired.
know a couple Corsairs.
Oh, really?
A couple of my online buddies' names.
I already know the best one. I don't bother with the others.
Target spotted.
This mech's in my way. Get out of my way, mech. Holy cow. At least get on the side that protects me from snipers.
Target spotted. Target spotted. Target spotted.
Come on, buddy. Get where I can shoot you. That's what I want.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
I swear leftover tacos are always better than the
Target
day that
spotted.
you cook them.
Are they mushy though, or do you like that?
Well, the ingredients.
Target spotted.
Fresh
How
shell.
the fuck did you even get behind me?
I make homemade tacos. Normally I'll
Airstrike
make the beef
online.
with the taco seasoning
Airstrike
and
activated.
I'll put that in a Tupperware when it's done. And then I'll cut up some tomato, little teeny cube pieces.
Jesus
Yeah.
Fuck, I hope you
Put that in a
grab
Tupperware, cut up
something
some
up
raw
my ass
onion,
like that, Jay.
yellow onion. Put that in Tupperware. And the next day, make fresh tacos with them.
Good kill.
New target acquired.
Wish I had some green sauce.
Target destroyed.
Didn't somebody send you some green sauce?
Target
Yeah,
spotted.
but I use it all so good.
Target
Oh, I
spotted.
see. I see what the problem is.
Behind us, like a 7.
I was about to buy more, but
Target acquired. Airstrike online.
Guys, gonna have social lights in your ass in just a second. Slow down, turn around.
Need assistance.
That guy go.
Target
I
spotted.
got a pack back inside today.
Not getting any kills here.
Airstrike online.
The long lost kitty that
Target
was
spotted.
outside and wouldn't come
Target
out
spotted.
inside for the last 2 weeks. Got him to come back in today.
Left arm critical damage.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical. Warning incoming missile. New target acquired. Lateral torso critical damage.
Uh-oh, I shut down in front of an enemy. That was bad.
Damage.
That was bad. Did 722 damage though. So it was not all for naught.
Target destroyed.
It's a good match. 8-8. Oh, got one of the gargoyles still alive.
Artillery strike online. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Left torso critical damage.
Huntsman's still up.
Target spotted.
There he is.
Left torso destroyed. Left arm destroyed. Left leg critical damage. SRM destroyed.
Oh man, good match. 10-12. We just lost by 2. Good match, guys. Thanks for the drop. Stands on fire. Uncooperative pug armor. Oh yeah, that guy was. You're right. Well, a respectable showing. Just no kills. What'd you say, Corsair?
Send me an invite when you get a chance.
Well, I'd be happy
Like
to do
you got
that.
in the game.
Dum dum dum. Invites have been sent. A little bit of tunge there. Are we ready to go? Take that as a yes. Ooh, insta queue.
Sorry, mouth's full of food.
That's all right. You're doing busy, important work there.
Taco, good.
I would eat a taco right now. I don't need to eat anything, but it sounds good. But you're not helping me not want to eat one.
All I've had today was a taco earlier.
Let's get out.
So I couldn't do it any longer and any food.
You know, I haven't really said anything since I got my new computer back up, but it hasn't crashed once. It's nice to be back on something that's stable, like my old machine.
Excuse me.
What was that yawning sound that you tried to say something?
Yeah, that was me saying
Reactor
congratulations.
online.
Oh, thank you.
Sensors online.
I would not have
Weapons
guessed
online.
that.
All systems nominal.
Fleet command coming in. Capture the target area and engage any
This
hostiles.
is now past my bedtime.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. So you're trying to get to a human schedule now or something?
Yeah.
Effie was up 2 nights ago. Right, I went to bed at 1, and as I was laying down, she rang the bell, and she had some diarrhea, and I had to change the mattress and clean her off, and it took about 45 minutes to get everything back to order and get her into bed. Then I couldn't go to sleep for another hour and a half, or hour and 15, so I didn't go to sleep till 3. I was like so tired. The next morning when she woke up again at 7 to go to the bathroom, it's like whatever. And she wanted to get up. It's like, I'm ready to get up. And I'm like, no, you're not getting up.
Fuel at 25%.
Because I have to sleep. I've only slept for, and then, so she did go back to bed, or sit back, lay back down, and thinking she wouldn't sleep, of course, but she slept till 11. I had to wake her up at 11.
Fuel at 25%.
But she always wants to just get up early. It's like, no.
Warning, incoming missile.
Oh, I'm stuck here.
Warning,
Oh my gosh. What am I stuck on?
Target spotted.
That was terrible. I'm still kind of stuck.
target acquired.
I think I'm going to be in a bad spot. Just saying.
Target spotted.
I'm not even trying to use my jump jets, and I guess my thumb was pinching down on the button too much.
Airstrike online.
Oh, wow. Well, to be fair,
Echo
can you
5, bro.
can you guys still hear me? The game just crashed. I haven't restarted before I started this, so that's probably part of that problem.
Wow.
Connection to server. So I don't know. No, the stream's still going, so it wasn't the machine. I just did the new patch. Is that part of the problem?
Probably.
Looks like it's not restarting. All right, let's see what's going on here with the old task manager. It's not there. All right, let's go back here. There we go. Is the match still going? My mech's probably dead. What's that?
Just got a headshot.
You got a headshot or you got headshot?
I killed somebody with a headshot.
Nice.
Oh no.
Stands on fire. I'll fill you in here in a minute on that. Oh yeah, I can't even get back. Is the match over?
Nope, you can get back in.
It won't let me. It'll go to quick play. Oh wait, yes it will.
Better hurry.
I triggered an automatic penalty system for leaving early. It wouldn't let me in.
Oh yeah, you're dead.
I didn't leave early. Your system destroyed me. Okay, stands on fire. I'll fill you in.
Try to join with a different mech real quick. That way you can wipe out your time.
It won't. Well, will it change my time? You mean?
It'll wipe out the time you have to wait.
Oh, just do a quick play. You mean?
Yeah. No, just
no.
do
It has to be a
because
different
you've
mech.
got a penalty. Wipe out the penalty, and then we're out of this match.
4 kills, 9.
It started searching already, so I'm past the penalty already.
Okay, we're coming out though.
Okay. What is
4
this
kills,
thing? This is
916 damage. We're late. Oh boy.
Okay.
I got myself on the back, sorry.
what? I didn't hear you. What'd you say? How many kills?
4 kills, 916 damage, and my warthog.
That's just not bad at all, by golly.
Oh, I'm lead. Invites in.
Okay, hang on 1 second here. I thought I had a Corsair that was all tiny little lasers. But I don't see it. Oh, maybe it's the charger, not a Corsair. I got into the wrong thing here. Small lasers, 5. ER small lasers and large pulse laser. This one. It's this baby. Yep, there it is. So let me go do this. And back that up again. All right, so now I can go to get that little invite. Okay, ready. Yeah, so at first I thought it was the GPU. Oh, you gave me the crown. So I had a new 4090 and I had an i9 14900K on a Z8 7 a Z what was it? Maximus Hero Z 870 motherboard. And it was crashing on a lot of things often. I couldn't get MechWarrior 5 to work at all, couldn't get the joystick to work at all, couldn't get in MechWarrior 5. And MechWarrior Online tended to work, but not bulletproof by any means. It would crash occasionally. And other programs like Photoshop would crash, and CorelDRAW would crash, and even Word would crash. So it was definitely, you know, systemic throughout the whole system and any larger app. And the error messages that I got typically were from the graphics engine types of errors. And I thought from those error messages, and I'd look them up and people would say, yeah, this is the graphics card. And they seem to be graphics card related. Also, the type of tasks that were being processed at the time were heavy graphics optimized, DaVinci Resolve and Photoshop and CorelDRAW, for example, but others. And so I talked to ASUS and told them what I was seeing, and they said, yeah, the GPU needs to be replaced. I said, okay, great. So they wanted to send me a refurbished one, and I said, I don't want a refurbished one. This one's only a couple, 3 months old, and it's like pristine. I don't want a used one. Oh no, they're all, meet factory new specs. That's all we do. Yeah, I had tried reinstalling Windows, sure. Yeah, I'd done all the stuff. I used to be a system integrator, so I knew all the basic stuff to do. And when I called them, it was a short call because I had already focused down at least the most likely candidate and got a escalated tech before I bothered getting too deep into it with them. And so that's all they would do is send me a refurb one. I was not happy about that, and it came, and I had not sent mine away yet. So I put the other one in, and it had the same problems. So it wasn't the GPU at all. And the one that they sent me had a big scuff on the branding logo on the side of it, like the size of your thumbnail. The paint was scratched off the logo. It's backlit, G-force or whatever. And the cooling fins on the radiator were physically dirty and corroded.
Online.
Something had been on them that made them discolored and corroded and covered with junk. So they hadn't even cleaned it, and it had been physically damaged. It's like, so I sent it back and kept mine. And then we went to the motherboard because the motherboard I couldn't get into BIOS. There was problems with it not booting correctly. But once I knew the GPU was not at fault, by then the news was starting to come out about the Intel i9 14900 Gen CPUs being a debacle. And lo and behold, those characteristics matched what I was getting as well, or even better once I knew what they were, to what I was getting. So I contacted Intel and said, hey, I think I've got a bad GPU here, or CPU here. And they quickly said, I told them what was going on. They said, yeah, that is. And so I had the choice of either a replacement or a refund. And so I took a refund. But then it took 5 months to get the refund, and it took about 5 months to get the new motherboard that ASUS said I needed. And while I was waiting, the i9, the Ultra Core, the Core Ultra 9, I love their naming conventions, are made from,
Target spotted.
I don't know what they're made from, somebody who needs help. 285 was announced and is coming out. I thought, well, maybe I'll ask ASUS if they'll give me a Z890 motherboard, which works with that CPU, which wasn't even shipping yet. And then I'll get the new CPU and just get away from the i9 1400K altogether, right? And so I did that. And they actually, it was a lot of work, but I finally got ASUS to agree to swap out to a different motherboard from the one I had purchased because of all the problems I'd had. They finally said I got high enough up their tier of shenanigans people. They finally said, yeah, we'll do that for you. So they did. They sent me one, but then I had to wait for the CPU to come down in price because it was being scalped around $950. I had to wait a while to get the CPU. And I finally got those in about January, I'm thinking. Late January, early February. And so then I got it all put together somewhere close to that. And it's been working great. I just have to get everything installed and moved over from my old machine. And I've got not near all the apps installed, but I was also having trouble with my Microsoft Outlook Windows. I'm getting shot at here. Not Windows. Windows was fine. Outlook. My data file was corrupted, and all my contacts and contact notes, especially my notes, were not there when I moved it across. And I had contacted Microsoft and spent hours on the phone with them, and they gave me wrong information. That was their support people giving it to me. And I'm not doing any good till I can get in close on these guys. So this is really not the mech for me, but it's fun to run when you can run it up tight, up close and personal. I just need to hang back until
Airstrike online.
I can hit somebody fair and square.
Everybody's
Ow. Everybody wants to shoot me. I don't understand it. I'm such a nice guy. So that was a year of trying to get that stuff back. And I finally found somebody that was able to help me, and we were able to get it. And I got it back by ignoring what they told me to do and doing what I was pretty sure would work in spite of that. And it did, after I figured out where everything really was. Because they even told me wrong information about where the data was actually kept. Yeah, I lost a year of system time.
We can't lose any more soldiers.
Maybe even a little more. And so it was just completely offline for a while. And I had a 12th gen i7 CPU on my shelf that I'd gotten for one of my kids to upgrade their computer, and they had done something different, so I was going to send it back, but I hadn't yet. I thought, well, I've got that, and I could get some RAM, and I could get a small motherboard. And what got me kind of inspired to do this, I thought I'll make a temporary system while mine's not serviceable that's, fast enough to do light gaming on and light work on, but not heavy video editing and stuff. And the company that made my big case had a micro case, similar style. It looks really cool. And so I thought, well, I could get that, and it would be like a backup system, and I'll put that together. I'd have to get a GPU for it, but I have a lot of the other components. And so I started ordering the other stuff, and I probably spent more than I should have, but at least then I got that system put up, and I had it for like a month and a half working, starting moving some of the data off my old machine onto it temporarily so I could get some work done. But when I got it put together, on the kitchen table downstairs. I was assembling it before Jeremy left to go back to Virginia, and it was nice of him. He came down. He's a system builder too, and so he came down like the night before he left to go back to fly back, and the two of us worked on putting it all together that night. I'd put a little bit of it together, and he just stayed up with me to get it all done, which was nice. My face is not turning red. What are you talking about? I'm just embarrassed. So
I tried to flip in somewhere in there, like in the last 20 minutes, that Azus motherboards. I've had 3 of the heroes, 3 different generations of the Hero Maximuses, and the first one I absolutely loved, flawless.
yeah,
But the later generations, I had problems with all of them, and I won't touch another one for a while.
I've never had any problems with them. This one, I'm not sure if it was actually a problem or if it was a USB conflict, because I had so many USB devices plugged in. But it shouldn't have been a problem, and so I just sent it back and used that as an opportunity to upgrade to the newer one, and it's been rock solid. But in any case, I was putting the system together, and the next morning Jennifer walks into the kitchen. It's on the kitchen table, and she goes, "That's really cute. Is that for me?" And at that moment, I realized I wasn't building a temporary system for me. I was building a system for her. So it's hers. I have it down here on the floor that I'm pulling some stuff off of it still. Then I'll set it up for her. I got a keyboard for her just last week, so she has a nicer keyboard than the old Dell one that I had laying around. And it's super cute. It's got a 4070 2-fan, really small 4070 GPU in it, and a 12th Gen i7 in it, and 64 gigs of memory. So it's a pretty nice little machine. I mean, it's way faster than my old machine was. So in that sense, it's a big upgrade from what my old machine was on. It's just from being jolly, the red face. Yeah, right. You know, Stands on Fire, I had never had an Intel CPU be a problematic for me ever in 35 years. 40 years of CPUs from Intel. It never occurred to me that was, since I was getting error messages, the error messages and symptoms that matched up with a lot of reported GPU problems, I just kind of went down that road thinking, well, that makes sense. And it seemed GPU intensive triggered behavior. Anyway, it wasn't until I started reading all the stuff about the i9's 4900Ks killing themselves that it started to make sense. But this thing, the Ultra 9 285K has been solid, very solid. And this GPU's been solid, and the motherboard's been solid, so I don't have any complaints now. And it's stinking fast. I had a bookkeeper come over and help me with, we're 3 years behind on our taxes, because when Effie fell and started living with us, that was about 3 years ago, and we haven't gotten anything done in life since. But we got to get them done, or the IRS is going to probably deport me to some strange country. So she came over and we sat down, and I loaded up I use Quicken Business Personal, because I just have my Aardvark Hill company that is a small music publishing company, and I do my photography underneath that, and my video editing
online.
And my audio recording and engineering, and
online.
and then Jennifer's piano stuff. It all fits under Aardvark
All
Hill.
systems.
But I have like years of data in there,
This is command. Eliminate
and it
all
just
override.
opens up,
No matter
and it's
cost.
there. And the accountant's like, "Whoa, your machine is really fast." And she said, "Yeah, it's pretty fast. It's it's a high-end video editing box. It's very fast." And it's got 96 gigs of fast memory in it. It whizzes
We should
through.
probably gravitate towards the F
Let's
line
go
at
for it,
least
first.
guard our assaults.
Okay.
Affirmative.
I don't really like this up close and personal build. I liked it on some. I've tried it a couple times and it worked pretty well, but I don't know.
Over there now.
Override engaged.
Yeah, nothing come up.
Yeah, there's nothing. Oh, here comes Black Ladder.
Airstrike online.
Over, down the F line or the Echo line, I mean?
Yeah, I bet there is.
He's on the F line.
Check it out. Here we go.
He just put a UAV above me.
Nice. We can flank them, but like if they push one side or the other, we'll get.
Now he's
that
got
side will get
something
overwhelmed. So
sniping
we
behind
should
him back
best
there.
to bunch up, guys. Best to bunch up. Delta's your target. Delta's your target.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Yeah, they're all here now.
Airstrike online.
Went from nothing there, and I go around the corner, and they're all there.
Echo stalk. Damn, they're gonna push. They're pushing Fox line right now.
Yeah, I kind of corralled them over there.
That sucks.
Where are they pushed?
Keep
Fox
an eye on your
line?
backside though, just
Yeah.
in case, because there's an assault pushing
Target
D4 right now.
spotted.
King Crab. I'm trying to open his. I'm helping you with that.
We're experiencing some losses. Don't get sloppy.
Don't sleep. Oh,
Went to
shit,
scout
yeah,
for Corsair because he was watching the line. And seen nothing except for a Black Lantern. So like, oh, I'll fight the Lantern. And I backed out and tried to pull him into
Target
Corsair's
spotted.
view. And then all of a sudden I peek around the corner again, and they're like all there. And they're like, oh, let's shoot the little Lantern all at the same time.
Got that Griffin for free.
Warning, incoming missile.
Griffin won my soul.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical. Override shutdown. Warning, incoming missile. Heat level.
They're flanking us on the right.
Warning, incoming
Yeah, they
missile.
are. They're gonna push the 5 line.
Torso.
Yeah, I only did 272 damage. This thing just doesn't put out damage fast enough, and it's you have to be FaceTiming them. I saw that one guy do great things with it, but he kind of did it at the end of the match when everybody was soft.
Acquired. Right torso critical damage. Weapon destroyed. Artillery strike online.
We're taking critical
Yeah, exactly
losses.
what I said happened. They get one side.
Torso critical damage.
That's right, she could play MechWarrior now if she was so inclined, which I doubt she ever will be. I did get my daughter and Jeremy, her boyfriend, to agree to play with me sometime. They're over in Virginia, so I'd have to do it earlier in the afternoon.
New target acquired.
Stands on fire. I don't remember if you did or not. I remember Gunfighter mentioning something about it, and then I went and did some research. You may have also. I just hadn't heard about it because I don't keep up on everything like I used to. I just don't have time. Yeah, I think they did fix that by limiting it so you can't overclock it more than it can handle. But even I never overclocked it. It was the default factory settings that were burning itself up. So that's pretty stupid. I'm not really a big overclocker because I think most CPUs now are already pushed pretty far in the first place to get the performance they can to sell them. Whereas back in the day, it was like there was a lot of latitude. You could overclock 20, 30% pretty safely and not really even impact the life of your CPU. Like I had overclocked my i7 what was it, a 4770K? I think from 3.5 to 4.2 megahertz or gigahertz, I mean. And it ran rock stable, and it ran for 10 years. It's running right now. It's coming up on 11 years. Whose voice did I just hear?
Mine.
I heard Sarcasmo. Hello there.
Update.
Yep, there's a little patch going on. I'm gonna switch
That's my
back.
last job.
What?
Tired.
Oh, well. Never mind.
Yeah, I won't. I'll go a little bit longer.
It's in story mode right now, so any questions?
No, I'm done with the story.
Do anything might be tough.
This is gonna be a few minutes to install, anyways. I'll see you guys.
I'll let Jennifer know. I'll let Jennifer know that if she wants to have the computer, she has to learn to play MechWarrior. She'll just say, "Forget it, then. I don't want the computer." That's exactly what she'll say.
We'll tell her a bunch of people wanted to come play.
There's only one game that she actually liked playing. Well, a couple there. One was we call it Bacon Chains, but it was the Russian dum 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 dum. That one. Tetris. She liked Tetris fine. She likes organizing things, so that made a lot of sense. So should we launch without you?
He left. I think he's downloading or something.
Okay. And there was this game on their iPad that she liked a couple of years ago where you kind of, it was a restaurant, top-down view of a restaurant, and a kitchen and counter, and then there was tables, and then you ran around waiting on all the different tables, keeping everybody happy, and you'd score points by doing better service. And she was really good at that and liked it. And then they made it so now you have to prepare the food and buy the food and cook it and do all the different things, and it's just too, and you can't say, oh, I only want to do this aspect. You have to do everything. You have to budget and hire the staff and pay the staff. It's all this accounting stuff. The last thing she wants to do is accounting, so they kind of ruined it for her. Tell her there are gamers without GPUs. She's just not a gamer. I know, but it's not. I mean, she hasn't even got to use the computer yet. She hasn't had a computer for 8 years, probably. So the fact that she even wanted it was kind of shocking. And the reason is because she's been a director of a nonprofit children's choir for 35, almost 40 years, maybe 40 years. And for a while, she had to become the president of the choir. Not the president, the artistic director, the head of the choir, basically. And she did it to save the group, the organization, because it needed to be revived. Their enrollment was really down, and they weren't doing any marketing or anything like that. So I kind of helped her do that, and we kind of brought it back to life. But in the midst of that, she got a board that went rogue, and she had to call an emergency meeting and tell all the parents, because you have to get a vote for something like this in a nonprofit, that if he didn't resign or they remove him, she was going to resign. And she'd been with the organization for 35 years at that point, and was kind of the heart and soul of it, other than the founder. And so they voted him out, but it was horrific for her emotionally, and it lasted for like 4 years, and it was really stressful. And she would just hate to go to her computer because there'd be these terrible emails from him, and it was just horrible. So she just didn't want to be near a computer, and she just walked away from it all. She still hasn't really gotten over it. It was very traumatic. So the fact that she saw a cute computer and thought, I want that, is quite a thing.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons
It's like
online.
throwing food out in front of hungry people.
All systems
I apologize for
online.
that.
This is command. Eliminate all enemies.
I'll show you I'll put a link into the chat about the case so you can know what it looks like. You've seen my box, right? It's the John's Bow TK2, I think. This is like the TK mini or TK0. I think it's a TK0. It's only like 11 inches by 11 inches by 11 inches. It's a tiny little cube. It's really cool looking.
How many AC2s is on that Corsair?
4.
So a light went up on top at Delta 4.
Airstrike online.
Target spotted.
Yeah, they're all on the 4 line.
Fuel at 25%.
Target spotted.
There they are.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
I think we should flank him from E4.
Target destroyed.
Nice. I'll put pressure on the front.
Okay.
It always concerns me when someone comes up with a plan. It's like, what? A plan? What?
Oh yeah, I guess we don't need one. We could all just rush in and hope for the best.
Airstrike online.
Flanking does sound more fun.
Fuel at 25%. Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Airstrike.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical.
Woo-wee!
Override engaged. Airstrike online.
25% of the enemies are eliminated.
Heat level critical.
Target spotted.
Heat level critical. Airstrike online.
Yeah, my jump jets didn't work there. Pushed the wrong button the wrong way. Or the right button the wrong way.
We're experiencing some
Airstrike
losses.
online.
Don't get sloppy out there. The enemies are keep pushing.
Yeah.
Heat level critical.
We've almost got them all. Clean up the survivors.
Heat level critical.
That little Irby, his center torso is stuck.
Out of balance.
Fuel at 25%. Heat level critical. Fuel at 25%. Fuel
That's
at
not gonna work.
0%.
Target spotted.
D4, D4.
Airstrike online.
Yeah, I can't catch up with
Target
him.
spotted.
Oh, maybe I can.
Target spotted.
He went into the tunnel, going from D3, coming around the left side. D3, D3.
B3, not G3.
Yeah.
Target spotted.
Target acquired.
They're going to get him before I can,
Target
probably.
spotted.
Target
Command to
destroyed.
ground forces.
Good work, guys.
Detecting
Good
And
game,
gals.
everyone.
Good job,
Thanks for the drop.
Thank you.
Be careful with those plans next time. It's a little overpowering and not fair to the other team.
True that, true that. I died within the first 5 minutes of the front, but true that.
I didn't do a lot of damage there either, that's for sure. Corsair did, bringing in the kills. Nice. You're out, Corsair.
Yeah. Thank you for the drop.
Thank you. Good to see it.
Later, Corsair.
Was Sarcasmo coming back at all, or was he just not coming back?
I have no clue.
All right, well, we'll drop a little more and give him time to reassess his priorities in life.
I guess I can go up in tonnage finally, so I will go to a direwolf.
So Stands on Fire, you could get a used GPU now for pretty cheap, can't you? Or are they still hard to get? And hopefully not one that's been, mined to death. Like, what does a 1080 Ti go for? A used one. Lightly used. Or nicely used. Oh, I was going to put a link in here for you. Hang on.
Understanding. It's what we're all after.
It's what we're all after, YouTube.
Do you want to know where to invest $1,000 right now?
Nope. Copy. Okay, I'm going to put this in chat. More than a newer card? Yeah, that's crazy. This is the little case. I have a TK2, which is the bigger case. But they look very similar, except this one has the wood panel on it. Mine doesn't. Mine's all black.
Now? Well, forget about AI, quantum computing.
Still searching. Still searching. Anyway, it's a beautiful little case. Tight. Everything's pretty darn tight in there, I'll tell you that. And that's the only 4070 you can put in it. It's the 4070 Mini Supra? Is that what it is? It's a TI. I think that's what they put in there. That's what I put in mine anyway. Nothing else will fit. Do we got a match yet? Nope.
I'm tapped out too.
Oh, okay.
loaded in circle stream. Hold on, I'm trying to hear. Are you getting off shortly, Derek?
I'll do it a couple more. Assuming we get a drop, actually. Yeah, 4070 Ti Super.
I know he's playing something else already.
Ladies and gentlemen, there are...
Gentlemen? He said gentlemen. There we go. I probably got to get her a better mouse. Yeah, but they're not still... There's no GPU shortage now, is there? It shouldn't be that much. Used
You wouldn't think there would be with
GA 1080 Ti for the Win 3 price. 265 to 699. Wow, 699 would be a lot. 495. That's not cheap. Are they still selling that, or is that used? $600. What? What? It's a 1080 Ti. Used. I could sell mine for... I've got one. I could sell it for $600.
1080 Ti's are sought after card
Why are they so sought after?
for certain games and programs. They're the beast. The best.
I mean, I know they're nice. I mean, I liked mine definitely, but that's pretty impressive. I should sell it. It's like pristine condition. As soon as I get all my stuff off this other old box, I guess I should.
Theta is controlled by the
Be
enemy.
fast though. Fads come and go. The world's going crazy. So
I am going to apologize in advance if my platoon makes poor choices in life.
Usually people follow my stream when they make poor choices in life.
Yeah, same here. I hear you.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
I would stream, but there wouldn't be much to watch. I only have enough ammo for one shot.
I'm telling you, that's the beauty of my stream, is it's totally senseless and not worth watching, and yet people come and watch it. Kind of makes you doubt the validity of the human race at times.
At 25%.
Oh my gosh, I can't seem to get up this little hill.
Fuel at 25%.
Target spotted.
As soon as I do, I'm going to get shot at probably, right? Yep. Why is our whole team over there?
Target spotted. We have gained Epsilon.
Why is everybody shooting me? Where are they shooting me from? Wow, that's quite a atlas they got going on there. Okay, I don't like being down here. I never have. I don't want to be down here. Everybody's shooting me. This is a bad place. This is like a kill box. And here I am in it.
Target spotted.
Fuel at 25%.
Did you get headshot or something?
Airstrike online.
Man, yep, I got back shot. Look at that. 87. Never should have gone down there. Stands on fire. I'm making money today.
Target spotted.
Target acquired. Airstrike online. New target acquired.
They
New
have
target
resource point
acquired.
Gamma.
Stop rotating. They're on fire.
Wow, 3 ER large lasers on a timber. And a bunch of small pulses. That's kind of a nice
Airstrike
build.
Online. Target acquired.
I'm liking
New
that.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Heatsink destroyed. Target acquired. New target acquired.
Hostiles have collected 50% of their resources. Capture resource points from them to stop the
That's on a
bleeding.
bounty hunter.
New target acquired. Left torso critical damage. Heatsink destroyed.
Oh, it's
New
team,
target
man.
acquired.
We had this debate.
I like the range that that has. Yeah, we're getting toasted here.
They ripped defeat right out of the jaws of victory.
Yes, we did. I helped with that, by the way.
New target acquired.
Yes, you did.
Oops, timber's down.
Left arm destroyed. Left leg critical damage. Right arm destroyed. PP.
Ouch. Dropping like cold flies in a blizzard afternoon.
Resources. We've failed.
You're making me money, that's right. If I sell it, I have to get my other stuff off of it first before I sell it. Oh, that was a blow. Mr. Snuffles only did 116. At least I didn't do the lowest. Congrats to me. You did well. Hellbringer, nice. I'm just shocked. It's a, what is it? A 8-year-old card? 7-year-old card? Maybe it's not quite that old. Let me know when you're ready to.
Sorry, it was looking at numbers. Ready to.
All right. $7 years old. Yeah. I think I paid probably $1,200 for it. Or $890. I don't remember exactly. So you'd think it'd be a couple $100 for one now. That's amazing. Then you think, well, gee, should I keep it? But I'm not going to put it in any of these boxes because it won't fit. I've got a 4090 in my big box, and I've got the 4070 in the little box. I want to get rid of the old box. I suppose I could excuse me, I gotta blow my nose. I suppose I could gift it to one of my kids, but I think they have faster cards already. And that's a good ways towards a 3D printer that I might want. Or a really nice pair of headphones. Oh, excuse me. Wow, this will probably be my last Hellbringer.
Roger, Roger.
Roger, Roger.
Yeah, I need to go over to my other camper and take a shower.
So what's the status of your camper? Your time to tell some stories.
Well, I was about ready to move in there now that I got my new computer desk. Yeah, I was about to move the computer over and stuff, but I can't afford to keep both trailers air conditioned, and I just got Spock back. He came in today. My cat that's been outside for 3 weeks that I didn't think I was going to get back.
Spot came back.
But the problem with getting Spock back is he's unneutered, and I'm not letting him in my new place until I get him neutered. And all the nearest they want like $300 to $350 to neuter them.
Is there a place that'll do it for free?
Close to free down the cities, but I can't get there. So.
Oh man, can you mail him?
I'll ship him to Abu Dhabi.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm kind of stuck in between a rock and a hard place now. I was like literally a day away from moving into the other place, but now I got him back, and I'm not just gonna leave him in here by himself or leave him in here.
Yeah. What are you gonna do with your old trailer?
Clean it, gut it, repair it, and then I'm either going to rent it out to a close family member or friend or something, or use it for my grow area for corals and pot now that it's legal. I want to get licensed. And
you should rent it out.
I can make a lot more money using it as a grow out area.
You're probably right.
I could run 2 different businesses out of this place. I could grow saltwater corals and fish, some clownfish, anemones, a whole bunch of things, zoanthids, and that stuff. I had one 30-gallon aquarium going with some anemones and clownfish, and the anemones were splitting all the time, and I was making like $150 a pop. I made
for a sea anemone.
Sunburst bubble tip anemones is what I had, and I made easily over $3,000 in about 3 years. The last 3 years that the aquarium was running, I made a lot of money off those anemones.
Wow.
And so I kind of want to do like get the place clean, gutted, repaired, so it's rough, everything's solid. And then do half of it for corals, and then half of it I want to get my pot license.
So what you're saying is it pays to keep your anemones closer?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
But it would be nice to have somebody up here and
not be alone.
Yep, and have some help here and there and not be alone. When I'm sitting outside my fire, I'm not by myself.
Yep.
Like it has
and your
been
cat's
for,
name is Spock, like Leonard Nimoy Spock.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, thought I heard Spot at first, but Spock is better.
My other male that died 2 months ago, he was Worf.
Oh, nice.
I miss Worf. He was a good cat.
Did he have a temper? Most Klingons do,
He did actually.
Mm-hmm.
He was the alpha. Out of 3 cats and a dog in here, he was the alpha over all of them.
Oh, that's funny. Well, while we're waiting, I'm going to run my new animation.
Did you get your hired steel voice done?
Yep, got it sent off a couple weeks ago, actually.
We got battle.
Thank you.
So yeah, I don't know. I got a lot more stuff to move in there. A dishwasher, a whole bunch of things, appliance-wise, and clothing and stuff. I'm old and crippled, so it's slow process.
Yeah. I'm running to the end of our contractor's time and discovering that his idea of what he was doing and my idea from our conversations are quite different, and he's not going to do some of the things I was sure he told me he would do, and he's not going to do them. So he's pretty much done. That's no surprise, right? After all the other stuff we've gone through. So, and he wants more money, and I know he wants more money, and that's fine because I know the tile was a lot more work than he anticipated, and I expected he'd want more money, and I'm fine with that. I'm good. But after that, I'm just going to say thank you and goodbye, and then I'll finish the rest of it because it's taken way too long.
Wish I was closer. I'd come help you for free.
Well, I'd pay you something.
I'd help you for free.
I'm always willing to take advantage of friends, but I always want to do something nice for them too. So, especially if it's a project that even if it's a day or two, somebody helps, that's fine. I would do that for free for people anyway too.
I remember a couple of years ago when I was struggling pretty bad, and you and others helped a lot. Most of it was your instigation.
Well, it's our pleasure though. We wanted to do it.
I was told to pass it on, and I have been passing it on. But,
that's great.
If I was close by, I'd come do it for free. And that's
well, I appreciate that, but
I'd probably do better work than this guy too, because
you probably would. I mean, in fairness, he does do some things very well. But today he was talking about he's putting the final coat of grout on things, right? Because he did the deep coat and then kind of pulled it out quite a bit, but he's putting a thinner coat that he can just leave it less of a depth, less of a deep grout line with, right? And that's good.
Takes one pass through.
Well, in this case, travertine, you got to get it down into the tile itself too, and by the time you get the tile cleaned off, then it tends to have lots of little divots, and so you want to do another coat that's just light and let it sit, and then very carefully sponge off just the minimum you can. And I don't know that he's very careful about that or not, but in any case...
You do it in one run when you do it proper.
Well, I mean, he's got a lot of experience doing grout work. I've done a little bit of grout work and tile work compared to him.
Myself. I do it in one run.
Yeah, I would have done it in one run too. I don't know why he's doing it the way he's doing it, but I don't want to argue with him about it. But in any case, what was I going to say? Oh, he was going to do the floor today. He did the ceiling in the shower instead and took long. He's got a hurt shoulder from an accident, so he kind of tapped out after about 4 hours. And he was going to do the floor, and he was just going to grout up around to the toilet, which wasn't even all the way tight down to the floor yet. Like it rocks when Effie sits on it. And he was just going to grout around the porcelain foot of the toilet base. I said, no, we're not going to do that. He said, yeah, that's what you do. I said, no, that's not what you do. We're going to pull the toilet and grout everywhere underneath it. So if we ever have to pull the toilet again, there won't be a ridge of grout sticking up in the shape of the old toilet. We're not going to grout up to the toilet and around the toilet. It's not going to happen. And it's like, and what if I want to change the toilet? We've done that before too. I don't want to, then I'll have a mess to clean off.
This guy arguing with you how you want stuff done.
I know. Well, the fact that he was even thinking about doing it that way was like a big surprise to me. It's like, what? Why would you even think that's okay?
People you find to do this stuff.
It's hard to find anybody that does things well, honestly. And he does a lot of things well. I don't want to, just beat him up all the time, because some things he does well, but others it's like, what? He gets lazy on certain things. Like it takes you 15 minutes to pull the toilet. Oh well.
Low ground L9, Marauder 2.
Affirmative.
Airstrike online.
Target Target spotted.
If you'd done it 2 months ago, 3 months ago, you wouldn't have had to be dealing with it anymore.
Target spotted.
Most contractors and things I see that do this type of work get done in a couple days to a week, depending on how much work.
This is not a couple-day job. Not by any means. It's a month-long job. He should have been, if he'd been working every day on it for 8 hours a day, he would have been done in a month probably. Maybe 2, worst case.
What are you having this guy do? Build you a castle down in
Well,
your
we had to
basement?
rip everything out and replumb and
It takes that long to do for interior work.
by himself. He's not going to be super fast, but
Target spotted. Target spotted.
I've done all this type of work. There's nothing that takes remodeling.
he should have been done in a month.
Target spotted.
Unless you're like rebuilding an entire house or something.
I know.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
They're behind us. Snipers help the guy behind us.
Target spotted. Need assistance. Affirmative. Target spotted.
We're being hit from every direction.
Right side torsos on all the Blackhawks.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Left arm critical damage.
They're just killing us here.
Critical damage.
Target spotted.
Yeah, that didn't work out well for me. Nothing like being on the high ground and then thinking we can win when we're on the low ground.
Target spotted.
This is what over-rotating looks like, by the way.
Artillery strike.
Yeah, staying in the low ground is not usually a good idea either.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
New target.
For that matter, having me on your team is usually a bad tactical move too.
Spotted. Target spotted.
Left torso critical damage.
They do a really good job working together. We are not.
Left torso destroyed. Left arm destroyed.
This is over, we just don't know it
Center
yet.
torso critical.
But no, I got some chasing me in Lima 8 here.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Left
Target
torso
spotted.
critical damage. LRM destroyed. Center torso critical damage. Left torso destroyed. Left arm destroyed. Right torso critical.
Yeah. It's all gonna fall apart now.
The hostiles have already started to
New
make a
target
dent.
acquired.
Be sure to stop them.
New target acquired.
Wow, that shot went wide.
I'm dead.
That shot went wide. I guess none of us are shooting well. That guy's shooting
Victor's one touch.
Target spotted.
halfway to the target, it looks like.
Fuel at 0%. New target acquired. New target acquired. Activated. Center torso critical damage.
That's it. Pack it up. The hostiles have
Thanks for the drop,
control of
guys.
the target.
Okay, well that was painful. The almighty pickle. No wonder we lost. They had the almighty pickle on their side. And Super Spud. How were we supposed to win if they had Super Spud? And MechWarrior 414712. Oh my gosh, it was totally stacked against us. Well, that was something. Okay. That's it for me tonight. Thanks for the drops, Hellbringer. Good to see you. Good to yak. I hope you get your trailer. Well, check and see if there's any. You probably have checked, right? You've already checked to see if there's a closer place to get spayed and neutered for cheaper or free, right?
I'm gonna be going at it hard on Tuesday. Monday's Memorial Day. Everything's gonna be closed.
Oh
till
yeah,
Tuesday.
yeah.
So when Tuesday comes by, I'm gonna go hard. I got like 700 left to my name. So, and I should hopefully Tuesday be getting my job back. I got appointment at 2 on Tuesday. They can't get any new people in there, and the manager has been covering my shift since I've been sick. She hasn't had a day off.
Oh.
And that was 2 months ago.
Yeah.
So I'm sure I'll have my job back. But between that and getting Spock neutered, that's this week here.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
After holiday.
I look forward to hearing how the haps happen.
They'll happen.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for hanging out. This has been Ghostlands, your favorite place to waste the most important moments of your life with me, your host and guide, Dark Marauder. Till next time, be good to each other, take care of each other, and be sure to shoot each other's designated targets. Good night, everybody. Good night, Stands on Fire. You stand like a burning flame of brightness, like a beacon on the hill, above all the others who only smolder in your presence.